Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And this is Antiqui from the Saarpfalz City Grid.
And this is Netrunner with TeamworkCast. This is the Store Championship in Mannheim. And this is the final round already. And on the final round, we have, on the right, we have RSA, which has been dominating the top table for such a long time now. He has like this very, very nasty, weird decks going on. And on the left, a new contender arrives. It's me. It's Krystian.
Ooh.
I'm playing the Andromeda. And I have no idea what's happening.
My cards, help.
So we came with a couple of guys all the way from Cologne to Mannheim here, and I've been doing like so and so. Like the first round wasn't really that great for me, but afterwards I kind of like kept at it, and somehow I found myself on the top table. I think I'm 2 points behind at this moment.
Yeah, the RSA was I think unbeaten at the moment in this tournament.
I think he had 14 points. He said, I think
14 points, and he lost
14
in the first round games.
So maybe he lost like one game. I think I lost 2 or something.
Yeah.
I think I lost 2. Yeah. So and he's nice enough. By the way, I have to say, like, even though he plays like this vicious kill deck here, he's the nicest player ever.
Yes.
We had like a really nice chat. He's so I don't know. He's just a nice guy.
Yeah, this is one of the players who I very like to play with him.
Yeah.
Because and he, if you're a new player in Netrunner, he spent many time to teach you to Netrunner.
Mm-hmm.
He do this to me in my first Netrunner games. I have so many mistakes, and he brings me the fun to this game.
Yeah, definitely. He's a very, very fun person, very, very funny. So his ability is, again, he has this flip ability called Sync. So the removing tags cost 1 credit more. I am playing Andromeda. I start with 9 cards. And so I install a Desperado. I run on R&D once, because R&D is unprotected, and I still don't know what's happening. And I get out as security testing. And then Ghost Runner, kind of like already giving away my game plan. Something I really don't like to do in first turn, but apparently my start wasn't the best. My starting hand wasn't the best. So yeah, I'm thinking like, but he didn't have a really great starting hand either, right? So because he didn't have the ice to protect his R&D.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like, maybe it's gonna be fine. He just has another sure gamble, okay. And then he gets some credits, okay. I'm thinking like, okay, he doesn't have ice in front of R&D and he just gets money? That's weird, right? That's something is fishy here. Like, if I needed ice to protect R&D, I would probably draw instead of getting credits, right?
Normally, sure, I would do.
Yeah. So things are cheesy. This is not right. I secure test the archives.
The only signal to do is the signal do buddy, I have traps, please running in.
Yeah. So he's kind of like keeping things open, but I'm like, all right, let's see what's happening. There's nothing. And the last click is going to be a Earthrise Hotel, which is bad, of course, because I don't have the money now to protect myself against the mid-seasons, but I guess I need the cards.
Yeah.
So there's a sweep from him, and now it's kind of like, it's probably dawning on me right now, because I'm like, okay, he's just making all the monies. Really wants to make monies. This seems like a mid-seasons kind of thing.
Yeah.
Would fit to the unprotected R&D too.
And still more money and discard.
Yeah. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like going through all the options of how I can protect myself against.
And look how he has take the discarded cards in a separate pile. Yeah. Look, buddy, here is
there's some juicy stuff.
Please.
There's some juicy stuff. And I'm running archives, but it's of course security testing. I have to keep running because this is how I make money.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, there's maybe some meat damage going on. I start getting my breakers just in case he switches to a I want to score now strategy later on, and it's just 1 credit for the refractor, and also get out the
Silencer.
Silencer, yes. I guess I'm still not seeing the economy cards that I really need. I haven't seen a single economy card yet.
I've seen on RSR hand breaking news.
Okay, so he could like install it, and that's what he does. So it's like baiting me like, run there. Run, runner, run.
Oh man, this is so evil. This plan to just run and you and you die.
So I drive by it because I expect this to be like Sansan, and then it's like like oh shit.
Breaking news.
I literally say oh shit. Which is really bad. I had to spend 2 clicks for this. I expected some kind of juicy, like Jackson or something. I don't know. But this is an agenda. And so if I leave it there, he just will score it and give me a tag. But I guess I can survive a tag at this point. I don't have to score this right now. And I have to assume that he wants me to run into this. Mm-hmm. So there's like thinking going on right now. I have to find my plascretes. I do have 2 plascretes, so I do secure testing now. I have to get up my money so I can start like scoring things. Oh, there's the plascrete. Yes.
Oh, you're safe.
Yes. A bit too late, I think. But yeah. Like even like now, if I ran into this, he would still give me like a bunch of tags. So the plascrete wouldn't last. So like I don't want to score this agenda.
The moment you wish that you have the film critic in deck.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
You had one in deck?
Let's see about that. RSA is thrown in for a loop. Like, usually this worked very well against runners. They would get attacks and stuff like that, but suddenly I'm bumbling myself through not being killed right now.
This is...
Alright, installing some other thing. And get some credits. Alright, so meanwhile I'm getting... The Earthrise is really paying off here, I think. I mean, it was a huge investment early on, especially against a mid-season stack where I really need the money. But with secure testing, I can actually make the money easily, eventually, if I just run into economy. I have an account siphon here, which I would love to fire, but account siphon is kind of like not really efficient.
If there's a multi-loop or another stopping ice,
I mean, I cannot run it anyway because I don't know what that ice is. But even if I do, like removing the 2 tags costs 6 credits. So it's kind of like it's still worth it probably, but it's not as good as it should be.
That was 1,3 credits per click. This is not much.
Well, he also loses some credits, so that's kind of like the difference in credits is still pretty good. So I do finally get out in a money cart hedge fund, and not hedge fund, sure gamble, and then get out a cloak, preparing my stealth setup here.
Too good to be true on RSR hands, but what I think, and after I would play after the plascrete, I would score the break news.
Yeah, for the 24/7. I don't know if he has 24/7 though. I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
You saw it?
Not actually, but if I would make this deck, I would play with the 24 news cycle. This is a so good card for every kill deck.
I guess it is. He does double advance the breaking news. And then I get out the film critic and run on this. I actually top decked the film critic. It was like the final click that was possible. So diffusing that danger right there. Whew. And a sigh of relief on my side here. Like really cutting it down to the wire. Here is the Lily Lockwell that we saw in the previous rounds.
Hedge fund?
Yep, getting all the money is going to be very difficult to catch up, but I'm kind of slowly getting there. I'm at 9 credits. He's at 21. Halfway there, roughly.
I don't know if ours are playing Seesaws. I haven't seen any one of this. That would one chance to be kill the film critic.
That's true. Mid-seasons, I think he's playing the mid-seasons. And there's also other possibilities for him to give tags. You can like score breaking news, for example.
And I know in his deck is a all-seeing eye. That would just very nice to rip the film critic, the security testing, and the ghost runner.
Yeah, especially the security testing would really hurt because that's basically my way to make money. I do get the breaking news off the film critic because I really like the film critic to be empty. Like a lot of people I see leave the agendas on film critic until they get to match point and then get the agenda. I don't like doing this.
Me too.
I think that you should really strive for the film critic to be empty, especially if it's early on. I mean, maybe if you're almost at match point, you can leave it maybe there. But that early, I think you want the film critic to be empty in case he throws out another challenge at you. So he does score the breaking news now, and he does trash the film critic. So it's good that I actually took the agenda off.
So but with film critic, mostly I use I love to have the film critic against the harpsichord or Jinteki PE. This card is so needful for against this kind of decks.
There's so many situations where this is really great, and this was basically an experiment for me, and I was so happy that I put it in this deck. And this game is one of the reasons why I was so happy with it. Without Film Critic, it would be a very different game. We would be already moving on to the next game probably. Got out the data sucker here and keep running the security testing. This time even with the dirty laundry. So I'm getting up there with the money. I'm actually beyond his money right now, which is great. He gets out the Jackson Howard. There's also an alt art Jackson Howard that he just won, was given by the TO.
Yeah.
So things are looking up for me because now I am kind of like pulling ahead, so I can start running on things without the film critic scoring them and still being good about this. We have to be still careful about this because, you know, if I have to remove some tags, the math will get thrown out of whack again. But things are improving. Especially now with the second dirty laundry here, I'm putting way ahead.
This should be the third dirty laundry if I count correctly.
Huh?
I think it's the third dirty laundry from you.
It's the second or third, I'm not really sure.
Third. Yeah. Should be the third.
Okay, so this is also in the second security testing because I see a lot of open servers. And so this will allow me to keep up this monetary advantage. And now he puts a casting call on breaking news. Now
it's just you want it, you have to be tagged.
Yeah, but it's okay. I can do this. I have the money. I secure test the two assets. No, actually, I secure test the one asset that can't be trashed.
A mistake that I make often: the security testing on Jackson.
I mean, sometimes you want it's a cool way to get rid of the Jackson. It puts the corporation in a really bad spot, and they will pop the Jacksons anyway. But this time, in this round, I really need the credits. Because what's coming up is going to be very expensive. So I get the security testing. I get the Jackson Howard. I forget the data sucker token, but I don't think this will play a role in this game. Although I don't forget the data cycle, that's great. And then I removed both tags, which again is 6 credits. Quite tags, but I'm still ahead enough in credits to not get mid-seasoned.
Yeah. 20 credits? Yeah, 20.
Yeah,
25.
Like 24. And for him it's 17. But you know, I'm far away from winning, and I'm pretty sure he has some other nasties going on in his deck. There's a mid-season speech. We see there's the Scourge as well. There's that IS that we saw was a special offer, which is really nasty. It's kind of like mess around with the math a lot. So running on the Lily Lockwell with secure testing. Running on a Jackson, the secure testing. So now it is kind of like a situation where do you want to give me the 3 credits or do you want to keep the Jackson around? Do you want to pop the Jacksons, I mean?
Not At this moment, the 3 credits make no difference.
I don't know. I think this is crucial. The winning criteria for him, right? How many credits I have. So I think I would pop the Jackson. There's lots of cool things you can get back. Yeah, he pops the Jackson. I mean, because otherwise, what I do usually is like, okay, I get the 3 credits and run again, and then he basically paid for the Jackson trash for me. All right, and then getting out another Ghost Runner, probably just like because I had on my hand. I'm really just looking for my breakers. They're not really showing up, so I cannot really be aggressive. But you can be assured that once I get the Corroder and the Switchblade down, I will probably start account siphoning like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, account siphon, I hate this card.
Yeah, best card ever. The only thing I'm really worried about is that he will score something like Astroscript pilot program. And if that's being scored, you're suddenly on the clock. You have to be fast, but also make sure that you not get killed.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the Switchblade.
I doesn't seen any Astroscript in RSR deck. And in the games.
No, yeah. But I didn't know that at this point. So I was like, okay, better set up my rig here. So this is great. Got my Switchblade finally, and then got out the Corroder with the special order. So the rig is assembled. I can now run on things.
The most useful programs for nothing.
Yep, and install Advanced by RSA, but I didn't know that, right? And I'm kind of afraid to face check. If I face check into something like a Gutenberg or something, this could be very expensive.
Yeah, but Gutenberg would go to 6. With Switchblade going to Strange 7.
Yeah, now I can get through the Gutenberg, but before the Switchblade was out, that would be way too stressful. Or maybe it's something like a Muckraker or something, I don't know. Alright, so that's a Bray Too Good to Be True, which I score and then remove the tag, which puts me in a kind of like a dangerous situation. I'm gonna secure a test. Uh-oh. Alright, so this gives me up, and then I run here, and I'm thinking like, okay, now I'm gonna get those credits, but nope, there's
special offer.
Special offer, and that kind of throws my math out of the window. Suddenly he gets additional money, and it's like, this is maybe the mistake I made. This is probably the moment where he will try. I don't have the math in my head, so I'm like, ugh. I know that our credit count is very close to each other, and that's usually a moment where you can surprise with another hedge fund, and then mid-seasons he draws. I'm just 1 credit ahead.
And he got one? It doesn't seem so.
I guess he still needed something on his hand, so he gets...
At the mid-season.
Yeah, gets 2 credits and mid-seasons, that's right. So now there's the big math is beginning, and I think he makes a mistake here. So he kind of redoes the trace at some point. There's lots of thinking going on. He cannot, like, this is his last click, so he cannot actually punish the tag. So he says 23 trace, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to pay 22, and then I'm out. And then he's like, rethinks, like, wait a minute, that's not right. He recounts the credits. It's a bit of an awkward situation. The math around these things is just hilarious. How am I supposed to deal with this? This is horrible. All right, okay, so it's 27. So if I pay all my money, I will still get a tag. But lucky enough, this is the final click.
Yeah.
Just, every credit counts, man. If it was 1 credit less, he could have punished it somehow. Maybe he'd close the counts, I don't know, or... but yeah, I have one tag, do 2 security testings, and I can probably get out of here and draw a card, actually. Get 3 credits here, get 3 credits there, and remove the tag.
The problem with got RSRs now is with the security testing, you run him far away from his in the money game. Yeah. So that's a huge advantage of security testing. I think what would be important for him is to secure the servers early on, so I wouldn't have gotten up so early up anyway. Like, I think creating the remote servers is a huge mistake
again in this kind of matchup. But I guess he needs this remote service to draw the cards with Lee Lockwell.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at this point RSA is kind of like not in a good spot. He just installed an NAPD naked there, and I can score it.
You are on 3, now on 5.
Yeah. And then I'm getting up the money again.
I think at this moment he has given up.
Yeah. I don't think there is a good spot for him to turn his game around. Maybe if I make some disastrous mistake. I don't know. Tough spot. But I'm still like thinking, because it's like, we've seen the previous games where the runner just makes one single mistake and it's like, you're dead. And then he installs advances and shrugs with his elbows, because this, of course, I'm gonna run there. That's gonna be another agenda, and I win the game. Whew, sweaty palms here, because this was a very close game. The funny thing is, like, he shows me the what's the card, information overload, which has the potential to have, like, 10 tags or something, 10 subroutines, depending on how many tags you have. But even if he had gotten a lot of tags in, I still would be able to break it with a Splish Blade. So I was able actually to run anywhere, but it just took like ages to set up my break suite.
And what you have really done good is you have really outplayed his traps.
Yeah. I mean, it was some lucky draws. Like the top deck of the film critic was really important there.
Oh yeah.
The one card in my deck that would have changed something.
I've seen often players who, if I play Harpsichord kill deck, I put the agendas out for mid-season or seesaws, and they run in straight edge in and don't wait for his Plasquid and his film critic to surround my abilities from the ID.
Yeah, sometimes like building up the right way is very important against these types of decks. Making sure that you can deal with any kind of traps or accidents that are coming up. Cool, guys. So this is going to be the final game that is coming up right now, the final game of this tournament. We are actually even in points now, which I didn't believe would happen, but it happened. We saw the Haley deck before. It's going to be like this crazy combo deck with Black Mana and stuff like that. So we're going to see how my NNH will deal with that.
The biggest ask is how much ice you can res.
I don't think I'm going to be resing any ice in this game. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see about that. See you on the next turn, when we will, as always, hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.